Olá, 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 bem-vindos, galera. Expectativa para o início da live, conferência da Sony. Faltando aí pouco mais de 12, 13 minutos para começar. A da Microsoft ontem, 1h40, 1h45 de duração aí, altos jogos. Fica aí a expectativa para a da Sony, em relação ao tempo e quantidade de jogos. Rolando um jazz aí, top quality. Canaleiros colados conosco. Muita galera do YouTube fazendo a live da conferência da Sony, uma das mais esperadas, né, junto com a Nintendo e da Microsoft. Temos uma boa conferência, né, ótima conferência da Microsoft ontem. Até engraçado pelo fato de ano passado ela ter revelado, né, do Xbox One X. Este ano foi mais concentrado em jogos. E este ano tem sido, pelo menos para nós aqui, achamos um pouco melhor do que do ano passado, mesmo com o X sendo apresentado. A Sony havia mencionado de antemão que antes da E3 ia se basear sua conferência em 4 jogos: o Homem-Aranha, Days Gone, e os que estão por vir também, The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, e tem o Hideo Kojima também com o seu Death Stranding. Vamos ver o que quer dizer aquele pequeno teaser que foi lançado dele. Tomara que tenha aí bastante gameplays, principalmente The Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima também, o próprio Death Stranding, e algumas novidades que a Sony pode vir anunciar. Pelo menos na lista vazada tinha algo como jogar PS2 e PS3 no PS4, seria aí uma espécie de retrocompatibilidade, iria aí sem custo. Será? Fica a expectativa. A galera comenta muito sobre PS5 também, mas acho difícil. Acredito que possa ser falado algo bem sutilmente mais pro fim do ano, na conferência que a Sony faz no Japão, a PSX, ou PlayStation Experience. Que ano passado muitos não comentam que não foi tão bom assim, foi mais um bate-papo. Fica aí a expectativa para um excelente E3 da Sony. Cinco minutos, galera, para o início da conferência Sony PlayStation, ou CS, Sony Interactive Entertainment, essa divisão da Sony de jogos. Conta aí com bastante estúdios, algo que a Microsoft procura fazer após ter revelado a compra de vários estúdios na sua conferência também. deixo o Instagram com vários trechos de lives. Simbora, galera! Vai começar a conferência da Sony com pontualidade britânica aí, ou japonesa, melhor dizendo, já que será que já com uma demo ou demonstração a parte jogável, jogos para VR talvez. Sony que sempre faz shows no palco também, né? Faz parte aí da conferência dela nos anos anteriores. Aquelas bolinhas, né, que vem o jogo para PlayStation ID, parece. Vai ter um novo jogo deles. Todos PS4, galera, vem esse jogo da PlayStation ID aí no sistema, grátis. Todos que possuem a PlayStation ID conseguem jogar. Esse é uma espécie de minigame, uns efeitos aí com a PlayStation ID. Ver se é ele mesmo, né? Que viagem, quanta criatividade. Parece que ele já é uma espécie de intro, né, para a conferência. Ele já começa com uma espécie de mini show. Aí eles voltando, ó. Cortaram ali a apresentação, acho que agora vai.
Please welcome Sean Layden.
Então o Sean Layden já, pelo jeito no palco, parece mais
Hey guys.
Não um auditório tradicional.
Good evening everyone and welcome. And thank you for making the time tonight to come to church.
Aí ele falou que tá chegando aí na
This
igreja,
fulfills your
né,
obligation for the coming Sunday, for those of you who need to know that.
É o tipo de audiência.
But thank you for coming out. It's great to see the congregation as large as it is tonight under this single tent. And for those of you who may be a bit apprehensive because you remember that movie Kingsman,
do jeito que está sendo hoje, né, uma espécie de tenda, né? Ele tenta ser meio engraçado assim mesmo, galera.
It doesn't end that way. So, but no, again, thank you. And as you can see from this evening, here again at PlayStation, we've decided to mix it up a little bit in the way that we're doing our E3 presentation this year. You know, we look at what the stories have we tell and the things that we want to impart to our fans here with us and their fans on the live feed worldwide. And that changes our design ideas around what we can do for this show. So tonight, we're going to have, rather than a bombardment of new creative, we're going to take all of you on a journey deeper into some of the key titles we've talked about before, but we're going to talk about them in a different way tonight, a deeper way, so you can learn about what's going on with these games and what's coming up in the future. You know, what we look at here at Worldwide Studios with inside Sony Interactive Entertainment, we really want to take our love for gaming and make it sing very loudly. It's a gaming industry, it's sometimes called, but certainly inside our studios, we see gaming as a vocation.
Galera já colando aí na transmissão também, o Rony, o Simon, nós, Simon.
Our teams of creatives and studios and designers, they have stories to tell and things they want to show you and places they'd like to take you. That's what we're trying to do here at PlayStation. This coming year is going to be all about those kind of games that we can deliver to you in a way that's going to blow your minds.
And tonight, we're beginning here
in this tent, this church tent we've created here in Los Angeles to let you start that journey with us and let us tell you our stories for the next hour or so.
Eles vão contar a história dos jogos pela próxima hora ou pouco mais. É uma honra é o privilégio de
introduce to you Gustavo Santoria.
Vou trazer aí no palco Gustavo Santoria. Se é que é isso o nome dele, se eu entendi bem. Vamos ver qual jogo ele vai estar falando. A Sony costuma colocar uns shows no palco também. Ela não é tão direta ao assunto igual é as conferências da Microsoft, por exemplo. Viajado, hein? Beleza, vou tentar ajeitar aqui o som do microfone. Deu uma aumentada aqui. Parece um presságio de um game que está por vir. Essa trilha. Simon que deve estar curtindo, né? Não, Simon? Melódico. Esse fraga tudo e mais um pouco. Vamos ver o que agora nos reserva. O local é bem... Passa uma vibe bem sinistra mesmo da conferência, hein? Vamos que vamos! Parece uma espécie de trailer do novo jogo da Naughty Dog. Ou Last of Us 2 ou War. Ele! Long time no see! Tu cresceste, chica? Cara, quanta qualidade, quanto nível técnico das... Parece que tá um japonês ali, I
hate these things. Tell me about it. Your old man.
Cacete, velho. Olha essa qualidade, mano.
Another big lecture about my patrols. Don't go here, don't go there. It's funny how involved it gets whenever you're scheduled to go out.
Yeah.
Impressionante o nível de detalhes mesmo, ó.
But not quite the show.
Here goes the show.
I give you guys 2 weeks until we back together.
Not gonna happen. She say something to you?
Percebe-se ao fundo o som da audiência lá que deve estar vendo pelo telão no palco, né?
Hey! What took you so long? Oh, I'm here, aren't I?
Tina?
Jesse.
Hey, don't forget we leave at first light, so get some rest.
Yes, sir. Such a dick. Come on. Why don't you start with me? Okay, I have a very serious question for you. How bad do I smell?
Parece aquela, se eu não me engano, uma cena do DLC da Left Behind, que ela faz com a Morena ou algo parecido.
You love it. Every guy in this room is staring at you right now.
Cara, isso é bem dizer uma fotorrealismo, cara.
Maybe they're staring at you.
A qualidade realmente impressiona, o nível técnico.
Or not. Maybe they're jealous of you. I'm just a girl.
É uma espécie de easter egg ou algo assim, ou fazer a galera lembrar mesmo, né? Cara, essa cena vai ser polêmica, hein? Que isso, prevejo canais parando em 3, 2, 1. Ó! Porra, mano, que viagem. Bruto mesmo. Olha o nível de detalhes da floresta, cara. A geração já deu um passo, realmente. Olha os sapos, cara. Ambiente, ambientação bem rica. E... caralho, velho, isso vai... Como que exclusivo não vai vender um console, cara? Quando esse jogo sair, tem como dizer que o exclusivo não vende console? Isso é um tipo de jogo que merece ser jogado por toda a comunidade gamer aí. Vamos ver o principal também, né, galera? Data de lançamento. Vamos aguardar o fim do trailer aí com gameplays, que é o importante. Ó.
Spread out.
Um doido assoviando aí, chamou tudo cenas mais gameplays. Será que vai ter os coletáveis também, ó, os menus, ó, bem parecido com o primeiro. Então tem um... Ela vai meio que no stealth aí, né? Mais um. Ó, outro vídeo. Ó. Acho que parece ser a. Caralho, olha o nível de detalhe dos inimigos, galera, também, ó. Não só os personagens principais, né? Eles parecem ser diversificados entre si também, mulheres.
She went into the grass. Watch yourself.
As pessoas vendo, olha, mas agora ela rasteja até por debaixo dos veículos, novos movimentos. Cara, essa qualidade tá absurda realmente. Algo parecido com o Cyberpunk 2077, que vimos ontem na conferência da Microsoft. Ó. Mecânicas de apertar o botão. As mulheres novamente tomando pipoco. Tudo causa polêmica hoje em dia, galera. Battlefield 5 sofrendo polêmica pelo fato de mulheres na guerra. Boa. Tira um braço, mano. Os caras chegam no faro. Parece até uma parte do The Last of Us, da qual ela está num local bem parecido assim. Então já coleta as flechas nos inimigos. Cara, os efeitos também sonoros estão bem reais. Poderia ser escutar o som da respiração dela ali. Nossa, que machadada, mano. Ó, cepada. Nossa, a cabeça do cara é dura, mano. Olha só a respiração dela. Cara, muito violento também. Ao extremo, nível de detalhe absurdo, absurdo. Pra estas cenas também. Ô, louco, mano. Vamos ter que saber também até onde, o que quer dizer aquele beijo, né? Voltando na cena, foi só falar. E parece que ela teve uma viagem ali, né? Na vibe aí. The Last of Us Part 2, galera. Data de lançamento, será? Pra quando? Oh, sem data ainda, galera. Infelizmente, será? Tem um local, a galera em pé. Dessa vez, palco diferente.
That was a new look at The Last of Us Part 2. We're here live in Los Angeles at the PlayStation E3 Showcase. We're taking a quick intermission while folks move along to the next part of the experience. We'll have a little bit more to share on that later. And I am joined by my good friend, Ryan Clements.
Hello, Mr. Schumann. How are you? I'm good. It's such a pleasure to be here at the PlayStation Showcase. And it's going to be a huge night for Worldwide Studios a little later when the showcase resumes. And what better guest to have for joining us about Worldwide Studios than the chairman of Worldwide Studios, Mr. Sean Layden.
Good to be here.
I thought you were just on stage. How did you get up here so fast?
I created this pneumatic tube that I was dropped into and shot right across to the studio here.
Right over here.
Ele saiu do palco e veio correndo pra cá trocar ideia com a galera. Com os dois, aliás.
Powerful start for our E3 program for this year.
That's right, and there's much more to come, but I do want to zero in on The Last of Us Part 2 just for a moment. You know, as chairman of Worldwide Studios, you work very closely with Naughty Dog. These guys need no introduction.
Indeed.
And I'm curious, from your perspective, where is their head at when it comes to developing this game?
Where's their head at? I mean, they are everywhere. They're looking at what can do in the next iteration of the Last of Us series, and I think what we saw tonight, I mean, that piece of content was so impactful. I mean, the whole relationship between Ellie and Dina going into the combat sequence really shows that they're pulling out all the stops over at Naughty Dog, and they're going to have a very broad and ranging game that's not going to make you only work at it as a player, but you're going to have to just think as a person. What you're coming up against.
I can't wait to see more of that. That was first gameplay we saw there of The Last of Us Part 2, looking obviously incredible. And speaking of incredible, I mean, Worldwide Studios lately, I mean, it's just been unbelievable. Horizon, you had God of War, which needs no introduction, and Detroit Become Human. I mean, what is the secret, and what are you doing over there at Worldwide Studios? What's going on there?
Rule number one is do no harm, right? Right. In a lot of ways, my job is just to move the boulders out of the road to make sure that creative talent can get where they need to go. You know, provide backup, provide scope. You know, provide generalized, advice about where we can take this as an industry and as a gaming culture. But honestly, we've got 13 studios worldwide. We try to give them as much creative control as possible and just help support them through to their vision. That's kind of what we've been trying to do here the last dozen years or so with Worldwide Studios. And I think right now, certainly in the PS4 era, you're seeing a lot of that coming into play.
That's great to hear that. And I mean, speaking about making fans happy, I mean, I think there's a question that I've been getting a whole lot, and it has to do with God of War. You know, it's a celebrated game. It's sold extremely well. It has a huge legion of fans. And one of the things I wanted to mention was, you know, I get a lot of tweets about New Game Plus. You know, is this something that you and Santa Monica Studio are evaluating for God of War?
With the advent of social media, we get a lot of real-time feedback from the fans in the community, and we listen to that. And God knows my Twitter feed is filled up with all the stuff that we could talk about here or not talk about at all. But it's all important. We take it all seriously. And New Game Plus is something that came through really strong, really hard through that kind of feedback loop. And I'm happy to say today that the teams are working on it, and we should have some more updates on that. We'll put that through the blog, but it's going to happen.
All right.
Definitely. As someone who miraculously finished God of War with a 2-year-old at home, That makes me very happy. I will somehow find more
scary,
time.
But okay.
I will find time to He wasn't watching.
Okay, thank God.
I want to confirm that.
Kids don't try to
asleep. But yeah, thank you so much, Sean. And it's great to hear that you and the amazing team at Santa Monica Studio are making that happen.
Hey, if we can create functionality and features that allow people to spend more time in the worlds we build, that's by definition a good thing.
Excellent.
Fantastic. So New Game Plus, that is confirmed. That is coming to God of War. We'll have full details on PlayStation Blog shortly.
Ele está confirmando, vai ter novo New Game
Sean, I wanted to ask you about that. About a month ago, you did something a little bit out of the ordinary for our team, and you kind of came out and talked about the 4 main games that we would be highlighting tonight's PlayStation Showcase. I was wondering what the thought process was there.
Well, you know, every year we try to let the stories we have to tell design the experience we're going to create. And this year we felt that what we really want to do is take people on a journey deep into the content, deep into the 4 big pillar games that we're working on right now, and get them to see a bit more about the stories they're trying to tell and the way it's going to be expressed and what they get out of it. It's a really wide range of titles there, anything from The Last of Us 2, which you just saw right now, through Death Stranding and Spider-Man and Ghost. So this year I wanted people to know that don't come here expecting to have some big flashy new idea come out or some big surprise come out. Come here and sit with us and walk with us as we get through to see the background stories deep inside of the games.
Wonderful. And we do have a lot more coming from those Worldwide Studios games in the showcase later tonight. Do you have any personal games that you're most excited about?
Well, they're all fabulous, and I think the teams are really crushing it right across the board. But one thing I would say is there's one of the games that we're having out today that will be playable in 3 months. And available in stores, and that's our favorite web slinger,
of course,
Spider-Man. So we're going to see a lot of that tonight, and I think the folks at home should be happy with what they're going to get.
Spider-Man, então vai ter bastante
Sean, thank you so much for dropping by. Always a pleasure to trade notes with the chairman of Worldwide Studios.
It's great to see you guys. I'll head back to the pneumatic tube station then.
All right, please do.
All right.
And
the helmet.
We do have a lot more in store coming up in just a few minutes as the E3 showcase continues. But in the meantime, we also have some other updates for you while we wait during a short intermission. So I say we kick it off with a look at the latest from the world of Call of Duty.
Hello, vamos ver agora a última cena do Call of Duty, ou seja, Black Ops 4 na área. Os mapas principais aí deste Call of Duty. Que já foi revelado há um mês e meio atrás, mais ou menos. Ao invés da campanha, colocar aí um Battle Royale para quem gosta aí, uma boa adição. Concentraram mais no multiplayer. Os mapas da favela também. Mais um mapa também do Firing Range, ou tiro ao alvo.
Get immediate access to Back in Black maps in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 only when you pre-order Call of Duty Black Ops 4 from PlayStation Store.
E quando compra na PlayStation Store tem esses 4 mapas.
E3 showcase kicking off in just a few more minutes. We're in a short intermission period here, but we've got some good stuff to talk about. And we've got some good friends as well.
Yeah.
Meredith Molinari and Ramon Russell. Welcome.
What's happening?
That's good to have you guys back.
It's good to be back.
Friendly faces right before the showcase.
Absolutely.
Yeah, excellent.
So I say we keep this moving here. And when it comes to Call of Duty, we know that a bunch of remastered maps from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 are making their way to Call of Duty Black Ops 4 this October on launch day. But what we just learned here is that those maps, those classic maps, are coming to Black Ops 3 as well for those who pre-order Black Ops 4 on PlayStation Store.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. But what if I don't own Call of Duty Black Ops 3?
Well, that's where it gets a little more interesting, my friend.
Oh.
So tonight, we are actually doing a surprise PlayStation Plus game drop, and that is going to be Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is coming to PlayStation Plus later tonight.
Wow, awesome. Black Ops 3, galera, entrando aí na PlayStation Plus. Esta noite ainda vai estar disponível para quem é assinante Plus. Uma boa adição aí. A exemplo do que a Microsoft fez na conferência dela. Colocou mais jogos no serviço. A lista de junho havia sido meio fraca mesmo, então fica a surpresa.
Ramping up for tonight's big showcase.
That's right. We had the countdown to E3, and that was 5 game reveals and updates over a span of 5 days. A lot of great stuff announced. Let's take a quick look back at the highlights.
Dos 5 jogos que foi anunciado de segunda até sexta, galera. Foi anunciado um jogo por dia, a contagem regressiva até começar a E3 da Sony. E o primeiro jogo na segunda-feira que foi revelado é esse Tetris para PlayStation VR. Parece que a ambientação vai mudando, Marcelão. Vamos ver Days Gone também. O que eles vão arrumar?
What is this? I have to figure out what happened. Okay, wake up. Focus. Remember.
From the creators of Fee and Flipping Death.
Look like you've seen a ghost.
Esse já foi na quinta-feira, esse jogo VR, se não me engano, na quinta ou quarta, eu acho que foi quinta, né?
Who are you?
Ghost Giant. Na sexta-feira. Beat Saber. É isso. Tomara que tenha poucas conversas na conferência, galera. Não seja tão talk show assim.
PlayStation Showcase. I mean, when I say a few minutes, I mean
umas
we're really
surpresas agradáveis nos jogos.
Let's keep moving here. There was a lot of great stuff here. And we can see the crowd is seated. The people are about ready to go. This show's about to continue, about to move into the big event.
Yeah, it was great to see the countdown stuff, but I do think that there's like maybe one more thing we can sneak in there before we cut away to the showcase.
Yeah, let's squeeze it in. Let's squeeze it in. Okay, so this next franchise boasts a huge loyal community of nearly 6 billion hours. Incredible stat.
Yeah, they play that
6
so
bilhões
much.
de horas.
And we're going to take a first look at the next chapter right now.
Vamos olhar o próximo capítulo dessa franquia right now. Right here. Right now. Ué. Doideira. Esse Exterminador do Futuro.
A lonesome star in a bitter sky. I hear the hungry ghosts calling out in the night. Just a couple victims of this brutal reprise. Am I strong?
Espera-se umas multiplataformas sendo anunciados aí no palco da Sony também, não só os exclusivos delas, galera. Lembrando que esses 4 jogos são os exclusivos, nos quais eles darão uma atenção maior, como o próprio Shawn Layden disse, falar, não simplesmente chegar e mostrar o jogo, mas falar a fundo o que ele vai ter de representação. Parece que é uma DLC do Destiny 2, né? Essa fala. Uma DLC que, pelo jeito, estará disponível também para os usuários do Xbox One.
That was a powerful new look at Destiny 2. Forsaken is coming out September 4th on PS4. A lot of great enhancements and content for that one.
Ele falou ali no PS4, mas
it looks really good. There's a lot of buzz about that Gambit mode coming up, and guess what? If you're at E3, you can play it at our booth.
Not too bad.
But there's barely any time because we're about to get to the showcase.
That's right. We are really seconds away when it comes down to it from the rest of PlayStation's E3 showcase.
Eles voltando ali para o palco
We've got a lot more in store
agradece
tonight.
De terem assistido ele esse rápido bate-bola.
E
por agora,
I think it's
já
almost
tá na hora.
Should we get to it?
I think why keep people waiting? Let's get to it. We have so much more to cover.
Eles esperando, bora
Got
lá.
a lot more in store. So let's check it out live right now.
Bora ao vivo, right now. Agora apareceu o Ghost of Tsushima. Realmente, eu já tenho um músico a caráter. Bora pro show! Passamos aí de meia hora de conferência. Pirando o cabeção da galera na plateia. O pulmão realmente mais forte do que os outros. Esse tem. Ele nem respira. Ele deve ter toda uma técnica de respiração ali, com certeza, obviamente, né? É, galera parece que demorou a entender que acabou a música ali, mas o pessoal gosta, né, galera? Mas eles ficam mais na ânsia dos jogos realmente, assim como na conferência que tivemos ontem, acho que, se não me engano, da Bethesda, né, ou da Ubisoft, que teve uma banda tocando, a galera não, ao que parece, não curtiu muito. Bora lá, outro cenas de gameplay ou trailer vindo aí. Aí parece Ghost of Tsushima. Last of Us 2, por enquanto, sem data para lançamento. Vamos ver se o Ghost of Tsushima já fornece o dia que teremos ele em mãos.
Temple's close.
Opa! Gameplay, galera. Só que parece o início de uma missão aí, ó. Área do mundo, será que é um mundo aberto, um mundo semi-aberto? Cara, olha essa ambientalização, o nível de detalhes realmente impressiona. Tudo ali no gameplay, isso rodando num 4K, com aquela vegetação ali embaixo, vai ser algo realmente absurdo. Olha, a movimentação do cavalo também bem fluida. Realmente são jogos mais profundos, né, galera? E é realmente uma experiência ao jogar, né? Tem todo um sentimento envolvido aí com os jogos.
Where are they?
Agora vamos ver as mecânicas de combate. O cara é nervoso mesmo, hein? Ó, deu 3 taiadas naquele ali, mas não adiantou não. Tá vivo ainda, ó. Os combates estão bem fluidos, bem técnicos também, né? Você percebe assim, algumas habilidades, ó. Tá aí uns golpes mais fracos para uma finalização.
You're late.
Tá aí uma NPC. Será que vai ter algum espécie de co-op nele? Acho difícil até.
You think the monk's a hero?
We need him, Classical. Down.
We can take them.
No. Remember Sago Bridge.
Você vê que os jogos da Sony realmente estão se voltando. Vamos ver como vai ser o Homem-Aranha, mas estão se voltando para ter uma narrativa, uma interação entre personagens, né? E não simplesmente sair na loucura. Uns combates mais elaborados, furtivos.
Just get that monk.
O nível de detalhes realmente impressiona. A vegetação, são movimentos individuais das árvores. Tudo bem vivo e bem fluido. Você vê que pelo jeito tem várias formas de chegar a um objetivo.
Please, I do not understand.
Outra forma diferente de combate, parece ser um power-up ali. E o cara soltou o berrante ali pra chamar por ajuda. Vamos ver se deu tempo.
We have to move.
Sei que parece que as animações são em tempo real. Agora sim parece que mudou um pouco, mas parece em tempo real, ao mesmo fluindo e como a gameplay mesmo, como o jogo em si.
Run! If we fight, the Mongols win.
They already won.
Caralho, olha isso, mano. Muito bonito, realmente.
You are my friend.
O nível de iluminação absurdo. Caralho, mano.
You hear them coming? That's our enemy.
Ó, chegando aí mais inimigos. Algo me dizia também que ele não ia matar ela, né? Mas estava querendo provar o seu valor. Agora sim vem os Ghost of Tsushima. Sucker Punch Studio, ainda sem data de lançamento também, será, galera? Aí complica, tia Sony. Quando vamos jogar? Opa, parecendo algo do PlayStation VR. Quando... Made in Dreams.
The oldest house is a shifting place. There are rules and rituals.
Os rituais.
You can keep traveling deeper.
Que irado, malandro. Essa porra tá lembrando Quantum Break, mano. Ó. A galera também não tá entendendo nada lá na plateia. Ó. Control. Isso é isso, uma 9P? Remedy. Lembra sim Quantum Break, galera. Pode ser multiplataforma esse Control, vamos aguardar, tudo indica, né? Ó, um Play 1? Já pensar que seria um Uncharted, eu viajei aqui agora. Parece que ele está se escondendo, ó, e os dois estão em luta corporal, um está querendo prender o outro. Parece ser um policial. Uau, cepada, mano. Na cuca. Aí isso vai fazer ele desmaiar e com isso ele até... O cara não vê ele. Ó, o famoso mestre Splinter. Rato velho. Uau. O cara é um vampirão mesmo, hein? Olha. Resident Evil? Porra, é essa, mano? Uau. Pipoco, mano. Caralho, mano. Resident Evil. Jesus Christ. Seria este o remake que tanto falam?
Money's in my account. Always a pleasure.
Certo que é um multi.
And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate.
Caralho, mano, é o remake mesmo. Pelas primeira vez cenas do jogo. Cara, isto é um remake.
Survival's your responsibility.
God damn it.
Sherry! Eira! Quanto tempo! Você está linda! William Burke, Raccoon City Police.
It's coming back.
Vocês podem ver que eles têm elementos, galera, que realmente lembram o Resident Evil 2 original. 25 de janeiro de 2019. Capcom mandou bem demais. Aí a galera já... Isso aí. Resident Evil 2 Remake, o que indica também multiplataforma para todos. Segue o show!
From Squanch Games and the co-creator of Rick and Morty.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bathtub Guy, and we're here at E3 to take some looks at this new game I'm going to show you right now.
Tá na E3 aí para ter uns looks.
Let's give it a look.
Banheira.
Whoa, there's some action platforming stuff in this little piece of shit. I'm the bathtub guy. I'm always in my bathtub.
Pô,
estranho, it's not about me right now. It's about this game. Whoa, look at that. That's exciting footage I just saw. Oh, I'm playing it right now. Look at me. I'm a cool cucumber over here playing this cool game.
Fritou, malandro.
Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Somebody call 711 because that's the emergency dial number for this in this weird part of the galaxy. Because this is a sci-fi based thing.
Mandando ligar aí pra ambulância aqui nesse local aí do planeta. Este é o número 711. Essa parte da galáxia aí do universo. Trofeus saves the universe. Isso parece ser um game para PlayStation VR. Realidade virtual. Opa, galera. Isso parece um game da Disney de piratas. Uau! Kingdom Hearts 3. Será uma outra parte do que não foi mostrado na conferência da Microsoft ontem, será? Ô, Piratas do Caribe, cara, que bacana. Poxa, olha a qualidade dessa animação, mano. Olha os cabelos, fios por fios. Olha o jogo dos Piratas do Caribe. Caribbean Pirates. Parece ter elementos, né, parecido até com Kingdom Hearts. Certo é que fará sucesso.
You back in the organization?
Yes.
Mas ainda tem os Piratas do Caribe com os...
Sora, stand down. It's the code. Mustn't strike a pirate aboard ship.
Ou é o Jack, ó, que está com a galera do Pato Donald Pateta. Porra, olha a qualidade, cara, do Kingdom Hearts.
They have come for us.
Wait! Oh no! Stop!
Farewell. Arendelle is safer with me staying up here.
Parte aí do Kingdom Hearts 3 ali, o Jack Sparrow do Piratas do Caribe, que foi revelado até partes na conferência da Microsoft ontem. Qualidade absurda desse game, viu, galera? Pra quem gosta, né, desse tipo, ou já jogou a franquia que antes exclusiva do PlayStation, começou aí no PS2.
In fact, your reward might be right around the corner.
Hey, Axel.
Huh? Hey, liking the look. Cut your hair too.
Realmente a iluminação nos jogos hoje em dia dá um realismo total ali nos cenários, galera. Kingdom Hearts 3, um jogo que sai no início do ano que vem, após vários adiamentos, dia 29 de janeiro, portanto, 25 de janeiro, 29 de janeiro. Opa! Uma edição especial do PS4 Pro também. 25 de janeiro e 29 de janeiro temos jogos lançamentos para o ano que vem. Aí é uma edição especial do PS4, diferentemente do Xbox One, a do PS4 vai vir recheado com os outros 2 jogos que saíram da franquia, que são exclusivos do PlayStation 4. Death Stranding na tela do canal. Até achei que o Kojima ia vir para bater um papo. Vamos ver se após o trailer ele chega para dar um chat aí com a galera.
Tears. Chiral allergy. So, you have dooms like me. What's your level?
I've got the extinction factor, but I think you got me beat.
Vai lutando aí contra a extinção. Pelo que parece, ó.
Must be tough out here on your own.
I can't help you with that. I make deliveries. That's all.
Tem um cenário profundo, né? Se por partes de gameplay, parece que Cara, olha essa água, mano. Olha essa cachoeira. Percebe-se o som do louva-a-Deus ali, né? Mariposa, né? O corpo sendo transportado por ele. A qualidade dos jogos realmente, galera, estão muito absurda, né? Uma obra de arte. Dê sua mão e vida. Com a pele irritada, hein, mano. Parece que tá doente. Nossa, doideira. Boa. Nossa, deu uma fungada de leve, né? Deu meia volta. Acho que alívio, hein? Passou um aperto danado. Deve se escrever algo ali no céu. Me dê sua mão e morte.
Watch yourself. Those things never stay gone for long. The time flow fast forwards whatever it touches, but it can't wash everything away.
Ela menciona aí que o tempo passa rápido e é assim que as coisas são.
I'll see you around.
Te vejo por aí, Sam. Dê sua mão e carne.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Can you sit out the rain?
No. They're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Parece ter um companheiro já trocando ideia com alguém, alguma equipe. Ó. Será que agora é uma cena de gameplay ou algo assim?
I got an idea.
Ele parece que ativa ali o bebê, né? Feto. Ele consegue ver as... Esse jogo é sombrio, é apelido para essa... Não se tem muita informação sobre ele. Agora mesmo que está sendo revelado ali umas cenas mais a fundo, ó, como vai ser a temática dele. O que o seu Kojima está criando? Ó, pegou o cara aí. Death Stranding. E todos esses jogos, galera, esperamos que estejam com demos jogáveis na BGS no fim do ano. O próprio Kojima esteve no ano passado, em 2017, então... Rico em calorias e fibras, na hora da fome vai tudo. Estrelando aí alguns atores, né?
Who are you?
Um trailer dê sua mão e espírito, que deixa aí com bastante dúvida sobre o jogo ainda, mesmo com esta apresentação. Vamos ver se vai ter algum bate-papo ou algo assim. Koei Tecmo, um outro game. Opa! Uou, Nioh! Será? Nioh 2? Ou uma DLC? Mas, bom, ele já teve 3 DLC, galera. Tinha Ninja! É Nioh! Eu até tenho jogado ele atualmente. Muito bom jogo, principalmente indispensável aí para quem gosta de Dark Souls, Bloodborne. Hack slash puro. Opa! Nioh 2. Ah, os Kodamas que se preparem. Death. Desafie a morte. Ou defy death. Death defies you. E a morte te desafia. Nioh 2. Não tá claro se vai ser multiplataforma ou exclusivo do PS4 nos consoles, assim como foi o 1. Quando é assim, normalmente é multiplataforma. Vamos aguardar. Gameplay MG Gohan, salve! Ainda não, Spider-Man está por vir, acredito que você vai ser um dos próximos aí a ser mostrado. Já foi Last of Us 2, Death Stranding, a Spider-Man na tela do canal.
It was. Let's go. Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
Love the optimism. But in my experience,
tem as animações.
It's usually worse. Look out! Yuri!
I'm slipping!
Hold on!
Daí já parece ser cena do gameplay, ó. Ele já sai da animação para ir pro gameplay, parece, ó. Daí o vilão, ele solta aí os escravos do mal, os prisioneiros.
I'll head for the main control center and see how bad the situation is.
Got it. I'll go join the party.
Tá aí já cenas de gameplay, o combate dele. Já havia sido revelado partes do combate quando foi divulgada a data de lançamento, mais no início do ano. Agora o gameplays inéditos do Homem-Aranha. Ele que usa a teia em boa parte dos combates. Algumas habilidades. Ó. Você vê que ele é um game que flui bastante rápido. Ó.
Oh, hi, Rhino.
Hope you like surprise, Spider.
Surprise? What is he talking about?
Ele parece contar com vários vilões.
Me? Just trapped in a prison with every criminal I've put away in the last 8 years. No biggie.
Electro must be working for someone.
This is too good to be true.
Mais um deles.
Scorpion, can you hold on a minute? I was in the middle of a phone call and it was business.
Ele tenta ser irônico aí com o Scorpion, falando pra ele esperar que ele tava no meio de uma ligação.
Lost you for a second there. You okay?
Not really. Electro, Rhino, and now Scorpion are all on the
As habilidades que ele tem com a teia.
Camera system's almost done. I'll give you a sit rep soon.
Viagem.
Okay, I'll keep tracking Electro.
Uhul.
Come on, Spider-Man. I thought this was a chase.
Bem, Spider, achei que isso era uma perseguição.
can tell me who you're working for, I'll go easy on you. Can't stop it. But I'm flattered that you still try. Nobody ever takes me up on that offer.
As perseguições realmente fluem rápido.
Vulture! Long time no see. We're going to have so much
Vulture!
Time to talk.
Trouxa!
Okay, I got the security cameras back online.
How's it look?
Well, it looks like the entire population of the raft has escaped. That makes 5 of your worst enemies that are now on the loose.
For a second there, I thought you were serious. Electro, stop! How do you like my new suit? Dashing. Where'd you get it? It's an exclusive club.
Deu uma picada na conexão aí, mas ao que parece já normalizou. Ainda bem. Os vários vilões do jogo. Um salve aí pro Dudu também, o grande mestre dos indies, Edu, botilheiro. Deve estar curtindo também a conferência aí. Spider-Man, ele que sai no dia 7 de setembro. Vamos ver o que nos reserva agora. Ellie novamente no palco da E3 da Sony. É um conjunto de trailers, né? E parece que vamos chegando ao fim da E3 da Sony. Será? Mas aí 1h11 de conferência e... Mas precisamente aí 1h11 de conferência até então. Voltando aí para o palco.
That was the PlayStation E3 showcase. A lot to take in. There was a ton of great worldwide studios titles. We actually got a little more to share here coming right up. We're going to have first live gameplay of Marvel Spider-Man right here in just a couple of minutes. We have a new game to announce. We have some other stuff to talk about too. What a show.
Oh my gosh.
Top highlights, go. Oh.
There's no time.
Oh my goodness, Ghost of Tsushima looked absolutely incredible. That color palette was insane.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with samurai movies?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
I'm ready. Sucker punch. Yeah. Thank you.
Meredith.
Oh, Resident Evil 2. Come on, RE2. That looked so good. I know a lot of us fans have been waiting for that one. And there was like a moment where you're like, I'm not really sure I know what this is. And then as soon as he turned his head, I was like, yes.
And you get that RE4 style over-the-shoulder camera action. That's kind of like the ultimate dream if they were going to remake Resident Evil 2. That's what I would want. So awesome stuff.
As Meredith said backstage, Death Stranding. We now have more questions.
Yes,
more questions. It looks as if, I mean, I don't want to make any promises, but it looks as if we're getting kind of an allusion to a lot of gameplay in there, and kind of what the character of Sam is going to be doing in this very unusual world that is inhabited by some very unusual and scary things.
And people consume strange and unusual.
Well, bugs.
Yeah, that was.
Babies continue to be a theme.
Yeah, it wasn't a myth.
Don't know what we're going to find out there, but yeah.
So a ton of great stuff in the show overall. I mean, Neo 2, that was a crowd pleaser. That was one that was great to see get out there. We got an update on Kingdom Hearts 3. We got a lot of other great stuff. We had a new Remedy game. Remedy's on the way. Control. Really stylish trailer, really looking to just, I want to learn more about that one. I mean, it just looks like wizards and like, I don't know what I was looking at there, but it was really stylish. I would expect no less from Remedy. But I got to say, I think my favorite was Spider-Man.
Spider-Man looked in.
That was incredible. We have these legendary villains are back. We had Rhino, Electro, Vulture. I'm missing some. Who else were there? I mean, just one after another. That was Electro.
Spider-Man was not in a good space.
No, it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough. So we're going to see live gameplay of that in just a minute or two here. But I say we actually take this moment to announce a new game. What do you think?
Do it. Hits keep coming.
Yeah. So you guys know From Software.
Absolutely.
They have created a lot of great games over here. Well, they have been busy working on a PlayStation VR game.
VR. Estiveram busy aí, trabalhando num jogo de PlayStation VR.
But it's very, very interesting.
Vai ser
and I'd
jogo
like to see the
interessante.
first footage of that right now.
E right now, agora vamos ver esse jogo da From Software para o VR. O que pode ser, galera? Japan Studio, por isso é exclusivo.
Aren't you excited? You're going to be a fairy. And live in the world where time stands still. Where nobody can see what you're up to ever again.
Pô, From Software fazendo algo pro VR é realmente curioso, viu, galera? No mínimo curioso. Que o mistério nos revela. Parece que já é... Vamos ver as cenas in game. Deracine. Que isso,
okay,
cara?
Deracine, that's From Software's new title coming to PlayStation VR. Quite a departure, very artistic. Still don't know a ton about how it actually plays yet. But certainly a compelling debut, I would say. And speaking of compelling, let's get to that Spider-Man. It is time.
We have some folks from Insomniac
We surely
here.
do.
Brian, Adam, gentlemen.
Hey, os dois convidados da Insomniac para conversar sobre o Homem-Aranha.
Happy to be here. And also, congratulations, kind of closing out some of the show there with Marvel Spider-Man. How does it feel?
It's surreal. We've been working on it for a while, so it's nice to be here. And obviously, we showed you. People wanted villains, so we decided we'll give you a lot of villains. And now, and the next question is, can we play the open world? And Adam's gonna show off the New York City.
I mean, I don't know, Sid. What do you think?
Let's dive in. Yeah, what are we talking about here?
Get
in there.
We're going to boot up the demo here, and this is essentially one of the first playable demos that you guys are going to be showing off.
Yeah,
of,
that's right.
Spider-Man.
Pretty much. So, I mean, if you think about,
Go ahead, Adam.
The game is. You know, a lot of people were like, last year's E3 was like, well, was that like just a linear level? No, like that was our Manhattan, that's our New York City, and it just happened to be on like a main story mission. But in between, like something like you saw on the raft, or we showed that back at last E3, you can just swing around New York City and have fun.
Let's go to that footage because we have it running here on the main monitor. We'll go to it in just a second. This is the beauty of the live environment.
Yeah, this. Oh God.
This is great. I got my own little TV. This is perfect.
Yeah, I got it all.
Adam's doing a fantastic job so far. It's been really good.
So first of all, you're actually playing this right now.
Yeah, that's right.
And I do want to emphasize.
Eles estão jogando agora, galera, em tempo real lá na conferência. É isso que tem acontecido, por isso essa interferência no som que parece. Demoraram a levar a imagem pro jogo, mas para a galera entender, ele está jogando em tempo real.
Not only just a great story, but have a bunch of different activities in that world, and we wanted to, give people who attend E3 an opportunity to experience that. So, obviously it's a big narrative-driven experience, but at the same time, part of that superhero fantasy, especially that Spider-Man experience, is living within New York City and seeing that. So, Adam is one of our combat pro players because he's a combat designer, and again, he's just showing off some really awesome stuff that as you get better with the game, obviously, we wanted to have pick up a play field, but at the same time, have a level of mastery and to really show off the improvisation that we've really been talking about a lot since we announced the game.
I'm digging this, like sticking dudes to walls and to the floor and stuff. That looks really, really satisfying.
I think the thing that's been really fun in these last, I would say last 6 months since we got back from the holiday break was every week I feel like I'll take the game home or I'll be playing one night and then I'll come in and say, wow, guys, I didn't know you could do that. So I think there's a lot of that. There's that sandbox nature to it as well. So, I mean, obviously you can, we have, we're going to teach mechanics, but we want you to experiment with, his acrobatics, his webs, his gadgets, his suit powers. So combining all that stuff really allows for a lot of different gameplay and a lot of, Spider-Man's a very expressive character. We want players to express that, whether it's in traversal or in combat.
It's gorgeous. These animations, these animations are just blowing my mind.
Your studio has kind of been renowned for character animation and for, just fluid motion. I mean, did you guys take a lot of lessons from your previous games and really like hone in on those when you were developing?
I mean, I think animation's definitely been one of the hallmarks of our company. From Spyro to Ratchet to Sunset Overdrive.
Yep.
And I mean, I remember when the Sunset Overdrive reviews came out, one person actually wrote, it would be great to see Insomniac make a Spider-Man game. And I was like,
and I think you waved your phone around to the whole studio.
Exactly. We took that kind of mentality and we just injected our personality, but also, what do people want, desire from a Spider-Man experience. So, it was really great. I remember probably around the end of the year, end of last year, someone wrote an article about the top things they want to see in Spider-Man, and they said they want to feel like an Insomniac game. So I think that's the thing we've been really layering on in this last year is to have that, it feels like an Insomniac game as much as it does a Spider-Man game.
And I love this traversal, I mean, just the fluidity of just moving over great distances very quickly. It looks like a lot of fun just moving around. And that's got a great game.
Okay, so I know how it kind of said like experimenting, but like sometimes, I mean, game development, we're in meetings a lot, and then sometimes you just need to like take a break. And what I used to find myself doing was just swinging around New York City. It was almost like therapeutic. It's just kind of like when I play other games, I just walking or running or even taking a car. It feels so more natural now just to swing around like Spider-Man. So it's definitely one of those things that has that, again, just like combat, that pick and play feel. But we want players to have a level of mastery.
What is that? Hold on a second. Okay. Very interesting what you're saying there.
So like I said, so Adam showed off, I think he showed off the tripwire. It's basically a gadget that you can either attach to a piece of geometry, and the enemies walk by, they'll get like grabbed and sucked back. But you can also attach it to an enemy, and if an enemy walks by, they kind of slam into each other.
That is amazing. This is so cool. What's this focus meter about?
So the focus meter is basically, it's kind of a risk reward. As you build focus, you can use it to heal.
Sid's having a religious
experience. It just looks incredible.
Okay, thank you. The team works really, really hard on it. Really, really hard. And the idea is the focus is kind of a way to, you can use a risk reward. Like I said, you can either heal yourself, or you can kind of, if you fill up the bar a certain way, you can actually pull off a finishing move. So, as you play the game, you can kind of say, well, do I want to maybe heal myself real quick, or do I want to wait for that really extravagant move to kind of take the guy out instantly?
Got it.
Brian, a question for you is, obviously Spidey has, with his experience being under the mask for so many years now,
yep,
in
8 years.
Your story, 8 years. Thank you. You got to be precise.
I got it. One of the first questions I get is like, is it an origin story? I'm like, no. That was like, after we decided that the webs were definitely attached to the buildings, we decided it's not going to be an origin story.
But you know, back to the combat, I mean, Spidey's experience, he has access to a lot of different techniques and technologies. How do you balance out his experience with the fact that you don't want to overwhelm a player with options, right? You want to make it approachable.
You know, I really, that comes down to our combat team, our traversal team,
like
and
this guy right
designers,
here.
like Adam, and really going, okay, you know, kind of handing that stuff out over the course of the game. You know, finding the right spots where you kind of, okay, we're going to teach you how to punch and how to kick and how to punch guys up in the air and use your webs. But then we layer on things like gadgets, and then the suits and the suit powers. And it's kind of given over time. We just, you know, one thing with something like E3, you know, we want you to feel great, right? But there's a lot to learn really quickly. So we just, you know, normal course development, we kind of find those spots in the game where it makes most sense to teach those mechanics. And then as the game goes on, we want you to master those because the game's only going to get harder.
Yeah, absolutely. Sid, what do you think?
I got to say, this game is beautiful, right? Absolutely gorgeous. This is, I mean, this is just, I mean, it was looking spectacular to begin with, but this is on a totally different level. And I can just see that
so much.
I can see that polish, though. That's the thing, and that's what comes out in that final few months of development.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys watch the press
diz que o jogo está bem polido, galera. Quem consegue ver o repórter mencionando que já vê que o jogo está bem polido, é a parte final
de
desenvolvimento.
In a press conference with the likes of a Naughty Dog, a Sucker Punch.
Ele comentando que esteve na conferência de imprensa com a galera da Sucker Punch, da Naughty Dog, e ele está muito orgulhoso e surpreso de estar participando.
We want to be considered right up there.
Well,
and not to mention also from the Marvel, you know, Marvel fans expect to have that perfect experience.
Of course.
May I just ask real quickly, you know, as we're starting to wind down here, from a personal perspective, I mean, what's it like for you and for the team to be able to kind of look up at the big screen and see your game after all that time and all that work?
I'm known as a crier, so it takes a lot for me not to get choked up. Like right now, they're playing the theme song to the game in the background as we're sitting here, and I mean, this is an amazing industry, and to be part of it is one thing, but to work on something you truly love is something that when you were a little kid thinking, oh my God, could I ever work on a Spider-Man game, let alone be in video games, is it's just absolutely surreal. I use that word a lot when I describe working on this game, and to work with a group like Sony and work with Marvel, and that feeling is felt by so many Insomniacs, so we couldn't be prouder, and the support we've gotten across the board, not only from Sony, Marvel, but also fans.
Desafio completo.
Brian,
mostra aí as mecânicas do jogo, os tipos de missões, o que fazer.
You're flabbergasted.
I really am. It's stunning. I mean, just look at that. How can you not be blown away by that? But we do have a limited amount of time here, Brian. You're an industry veteran. You've been in the industry for a long time. I know this is a lifelong dream for you working on this game. And I want to thank you and Insomniac for making it.
Thank you for having us.
And for coming by.
Spider-Man was so awesome that it broke my mic, and I have to use the stick mic now.
I thought you just wanted to look different from all of us.
Yeah, I just wanted to stand out a little bit. But, you know, Sid, actually, I think a little earlier we were able to maybe get some footage of some of the amazing experiential stuff that's going on with Spider-Man. Right?
I mean, there really is something incredible going on here at this PlayStation E3 showcase. I mean, it's on a scale and a scope that we have just never seen before. And so we have people here. They're playing the game. We have a lot of hands-on sessions for folks who are here for the showcase. And just the game looks great, but I just love the way this whole I know
fervendo ali, inflamado ali na área do Spider-Man.
But I mean, it's a great event here, and it's just I wish we could get everybody in here to try this out and to just see what has been sort of constructed with Spider-Man and with actually another game we're about to talk about.
Yeah, we're about to talk about Ghost of Tsushima.
Why don't you? Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah,
we have some. We sneakily snuck on a few amazing people onto our program as a helicopter goes by to mark this amazing moment. Nate Fox and Jason Connell to my left and Nate Fox. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you so much for coming over.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having us. It's really good for you to be here, and I'm so glad you're able to give us some of your time. Can I just ask kind of what we were just talking about with the team from Insomniac? What's it like for you as individuals and as developers to be able to kind of be a part of all of this?
It's amazing. I mean, you try so hard to make a video game that you can get lost in, and then to come to E3 where they actually build your game.
Obviamente, pode adquirir conosco. Vamos aguardar o lançamento, questão de preço.
Oh man, it's amazing. You know, people are excited. You know, you see all the other projects, and everybody's just stoked about all the different games that are up there, and you know, we put a lot of heart and soul into it. So it's just that moment where it shows it is just great.
I think we should show it because
I think we do have a little bit of footage hanging around here, so let's check it out if we can.
Absolutely. Just hanging around.
Just doing its thing. But yeah, I mean, this game, first of all, just gorgeous. I mean, the art direction is really coming through in an incredible way, but also the technical sophistication as well. I mean, we're going to see here in a minute. Here we go. There we go. Get into some combat.
We have some highlights from the showcase just shown off for the first time.
Look at this. Look at this look. I mean, this is gorgeous.
Look at this look.
I don't know what else to say about it. I'm flabbergasted.
And maybe, I don't know, Nate or Jason, who wants to take this, but it seems like in these moments of gameplay, there's small vignettes of like a classic samurai film in which you really focus in the player experience, the visuals, the music, all the cues seem to align in harmony. I mean, that must all be very intentional, I can only assume.
It is an orchestra. You know, like you got to take all these elements, and for even that opening attack, that EI attack, it's about building space before it, having the leads go by, the drum up of music beforehand. And that's what makes it, really powerful.
How do you coordinate all those systems?
Like, we run in strike teams. We got a lot of multidisciplinary, awesome people working on it. So
yeah, but I mean, you watch a lot of samurai movies, man. I mean,
that's the real answer, actually.
I mean, there's that quiet before the storm. It's pretty key to the genre, so just trying to make it real in a video game is our goal.
And I know that authenticity is something that's tremendously important to your entire studio in this game. Do you want to share a little bit about some of the steps, the great steps that your team went through creating that?
Yeah, I feel like we're in a super unique position because, we're part of Sony, we have J Studio, we have somebody that would be a producer on our project from J Studio. We hired some cultural guides. Like I feel like we're in this unique position to help us create this thing. Oh, the Shoji screen, that one's a popular one.
This knocked me off.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's interrupt worthy right there.
Okay, so can we talk a little bit maybe about how you're approaching the sword play? I think that's a really interesting concept here. Like, you don't have to get too far into it. I know the game's still deep in development, but tell us a little bit about that.
Well, we're going for lethal precision, where there's not a lot of wasted energy. It's very trained experts, and so every strike, could end a life. So you want to make sure that each one counts. I mean, right now we're allowing these characters to kind of circle each other and talk to each other because it's not just kind of a furball.
Esta cena desse combate ficou realmente muito bacana, visual belíssimo.
And it shows.
It looks like maybe your team spent 400 years making this one scene. I mean, that's the thing that I would like our audience to remember is that every leaf, every flicker of flame has to be hand-placed by someone at some point in time, unless you had a giant machine AI do it all by itself.
Maybe, I don't know. We have a great team. It's, creating those beautiful moments, the lethal combat, that was the goal. Like having and having the, visceral combat, that was our goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's so great to have you guys here. We do have a few more things to get to, right, Sid?
We do. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for being a part of tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima looking mighty, mighty impressive. And
should we look at some of that stuff?
Yeah, so there's a whole experience here built out for folks who are here at the PlayStation E3 Showcase. And we're going to get a little footage out here. Oh, here we go. There we go. Look at this. So this was... this was that period of time. I know some of these people. This is the period of time when earlier on when we had that intermission, we had to make a little bit of time for folks to walk from one part of the experience to the next. So you're seeing shots of that right now. Very just special, intimate, and beautiful experience
gorgeous.
For folks to walk through there. Again, I wish we could just open the doors for 10 million people to come in here and just kind of get this all up close and personal.
10 million people might be a little more than than this venue can handle.
That's right. The fire marshal may have an issue or two with that, but it really is something else. And hopefully these clips here give you a little bit of a taste of what was in store here tonight at the PlayStation E3 Showcase.
And Sid, we sneakily got a few more folks in here to join us for our program. Again, I know. And specifically really to talk about those little interstitials that we were seeing during our showcase. And it's my great pleasure to introduce the Media Molecule.
Hi.
Matching outfits.
Matching. We're matching.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is our great pleasure. I want to point out, and correct me if I'm wrong, the little interstitials we were seeing were all created inside Dreams.
That's right. So we had no idea what they were going to be shown with the games. So Resident Evil, and then we get to do a little trumpet.
The little celeries, and then it's Death Stranding.
No greater wine pairing than the Resident Evil and the fart trumpet.
There we go.
Truly.
I mean, and we had the final word, right? The orange drummer. We need to give these guys names. If any of your viewers want to name our fruit, that would be awesome.
That'd be great. But yeah, it was really fun because the thing about Dreams is it's really fast to create these little sort of stories and games. And so when we got the opportunity to do something fun for the press conference, it just felt like such a good, to do something musical and sort of something that kind of showed off the playful nature.
We're teasing something with that, actually.
We are teasing something. We are. There's a tease in
There's method in the madness.
There is
a nice palate cleanser in between each of those, and it kind of kept everybody on their toes. But I actually want to zero in a little bit more on the create mode that you guys are working on, and this is something that is, well, quite frankly, it's absolutely astonishing.
So I mean, we're showing this at E3. It's so exciting for us. We're demoing it on the show floor. We've got press hands-on. So I think Dreams, you can create anything. Literally, people ask me, like, can we make games, can we make movies? And the answer is always yes. And in fact, tonight we're going to be doing a live music show made in Dreams. And awesome. Show.
Okay, I was about to say, are you going to play music live?
We're going to play tonight, and hopefully we'll find a way to get it out onto the internet.
We're debuting our new band, The Molecules.
Yeah,
perfect.
They will be using the create tools that you're watching right now to perform a 15-minute live gig. I don't think anyone knows about this, even the people out there in the garden haven't realized yet.
We're spoiling it for the folks at home.
Yeah, man,
it's and I just want to point out is the footage that the folks at home are seeing right now. The seamless nature of the kind of create and the play, functionality of Dreams it cannot be overstated.
Yeah, I mean, it's super easy. Even if you don't think that you're a game creator, even if you've never thought about game designing, if you've played games, you can do this. If you can play a platform game, if you can play our story, then you can do this. You can create your own, you can upload, and then you can share incredible levels in like 10 minutes. We're doing a demo this week at E3 where we create gameplay for a whole level in like 20 minutes, including music. You can compose your own music.
Awesome.
You can do the gameplay. You can animate. You can record voiceovers. The whole thing on a PlayStation.
And just to clarify, sorry to interrupt, is this two people both playing at once?
Yeah, it's co-op, so we're showing the co-op gameplay.
Multiple controllers, you can jam together, and it's quite funny because one of you can be testing and then another one can be getting the jump height right or whatever it is.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
I just love Dreams, and I literally haven't even touched it yet.
Yeah, well, come over.
You have to come.
Yeah, thank you so much.
But the idea really has been like what you're seeing is really this easy nature of just like picking and placing, because I think one of the things that sometimes people get scared of like the idea of the blank canvas, but actually what I love about Dreams is it's just this idea of just choice. Like every day people make choices. You put your clothes on, you might choose where you put a poster in your bedroom, and Dreams is very like that. All you're really doing is like here they're seeing like this sort of Instagram effect. You can take a scene and be able to very quickly change it so that it looks really different, and you're adding your own mark.
And then the pièce de résistance is that all of this stuff which gets made gets uploaded, and if you just want to sit back on your sofa and enjoy an unending stream of madness of the PlayStation 4 players' creations, you can, and we sort of present it to you in a stream of who knows what it's going to be like. I mean, that's what's so exciting. The beta is coming this year, so we will be starting to see what the creativity of PlayStation gamers really means for Dreams.
That's excellent. So beta coming this year for Dreams.
That's right.
Yes. And I've said this before, I'll say it again about Dreams. In my maybe 20 years of being in the industry, I've never seen anything so
thank you.
Just innovative and progressive and just potentially just game changing. So
thank you.
Hats off
thank
to
you.
It must have been an absolute labor of love.
It really is, yeah. Big cheers to the team. We've gone mad. Big cheers to the team back home, because people have really put their hearts and souls into dreams, to really get it to the point where you are moving between these different disciplines. And right now we have a studio that jams together in a way they've never jammed together before. We have like musicians actually just jamming with animators to actually make animation. And I think that's one of the things we're really starting to see is these different workflows. And that just, you know, that's been one of the things we've really wanted to get that right. So can't wait to see like people create all different types of genres of games and really almost like just come up with completely new ways of playing. I think
we're showing some of that E3. Liam made a text adventure and we're like, what? You can do a text? I didn't even know you could do that.
Wow.
I mean, that's like
that's amazing.
I know,
I mean, we saw what the community did with Little Big Planet.
Right.
And now imagine if you just like by a Googleplex multiplied the functionality.
Exactly. Like so raise it to the millionth power.
Specifically that.
It's unbelievable, and I want to thank both of you for coming by, and congratulations.
Thank you very much for having us.
Showcase.
Thank you so much.
And I can't wait to see more of this.
Stay tuned for more in the gig later on.
All right.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
I think we had a couple of VR games.
We did.
You know, taking a look at those earlier this
We did.
evening.
We had Trover Saves the Universe, which was announced during the showcase, and we had some great stuff. Tetris Effect earlier in the week as part of Countdown to E3, and a lot of other great stuff too. So let's take a look at the latest from PlayStation VR.
Aquele famoso trailer dos jogos do VR que temos na E3, passando aí de 1 hora e 38 minutos de duração já de conferência. É o box do VR, recém-anunciado também. Trover Saves the Universe, que foi anunciado durante a conferência. O do box já havia sido anunciado antes. O Tetris foi anunciado na segunda-feira. Moss, recém-lançado game, já está disponível. Eles poderiam arrumar, galera, dar uma evoluída no VR no sentido de os enjoos, as náuseas que dá aí, o famoso suador que dá ao jogar o VR, principalmente durante várias horas, né? Mas não se chega a ser nem várias horas. Do VR também já está disponível, mas alguns minutos aí já é suficiente para fazer sentir um pouco de enjoo. Então é bom a Sony se atentar em melhorar essa parte aí do PlayStation VR. Start out. The Elder Scrolls Skyrim VR, esse aí é o Job Simulator, muito bom esse jogo, galera. Job Simulator.
Now it's just a taste of what is coming to PlayStation VR.
Acho que ainda tem, galera, na conferência da Sony,
Creed, Rise to Power,
pouco para terminar, creio eu.
Ainda falta
o Days Gone.
One of the most intoxicating experiences I've had. It almost felt like boxing is like the perfect fit for the VR medium because you got the leaning, you can dodge.
Oh gosh,
I'm going all over
here. I was in danger for a second. I have to give a quick shout out
muito bom para a mecânica do VR, porque você pode se esquivar.
Let's just put one out there for Bathtub Guy. I hope that 711 gets
Squatch. And also remember, earlier in the week, Ben Studio gave us another look at Days Gone and their release date.
They did.
February 22nd.
Outstanding. Very good stuff. So let's talk a little bit about the venue we've got here. It takes an army practically to create the kind of experience that we had here tonight for members of the press and community. So I want to talk a little bit about that. And actually, rather than talk about it, let's just show it. We have a great video that shows how it was all put together.
Eles mostrando como foi a montagem, né, palco, da área ali, do venue ou do local. Onde está sendo a conferência da Sony, 2 palcos realmente, dentro da área dela da E3. Aí o palco onde tudo começou.
Just a really cool look there at what it took to create this experience here tonight, and thank you to everybody who was involved, to everybody who watched. But we're just getting started here, actually. This is still, we have a lot more to come this week. We are here at the showcase. We're seeing a little footage of that right now. But tomorrow, we are going to move to the LA Convention Center and E3 proper, where...
At live.playstation.com?
Well, I mean,
in Los Angeles?
I
didn't know what I was supposed to say.
PlayStation Live from E3.
Oh, okay.
You know the thing you worked on.
Yeah, the thing that I worked on. I didn't know what the question was.
Ryan, you packed the schedule.
Yeah, you
got a lot of great games, a lot of great guests.
Content.
Want to apologize to all the crew, but I appreciate all the help that they're going to put us on. But yeah, starting at 11 a.m. Pacific tomorrow, that's on Tuesday, we're going to be starting our big PlayStation Live from E3. Oh, and here's a little bit of
schedule. Let's analyze this closely here.
Look at this.
Spyro, that's good. People are going to be into that.
Concrete Genie. I'm actually really excited to get a little closer look at that one, too.
More Marvel Spider-Man, Kingdom Hearts, Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2.
It was amazing. And potentially on the showcase this evening, chances are we're going to take a look at it again tomorrow and Wednesday.
A
deeper, closer look.
Death Stranding panel.
That's right.
You will only end with more questions.
And let's take a look at Wednesday while we're at it here. We've got a lot going on Wednesday, starting off with a lot of VR.
Yes, so starting at 10 a.m. Pacific on Wednesday morning, you are going to see over an hour of PlayStation VR content. Again, we are going to go rapid fire on that, so hosts, please be prepared. We're going to be talking about Tetris Effect, Ghost Giant, Creed, Vacation Simulator.
That's a fun one. I got a chance to try that, yeah.
And Firewall 0 Hour. There is a lot to look at. And then, of course, leading through the rest of the day all the way till 5 p.m., we have a ton of great games coming up, amazing interviews, and a lot more for folks watching at home. Again, you can continue watching live.playstation.com for all that.
Or Twitch, Twitch.tv/PlayStation, or YouTube.com/PlayStation. Don't make me go.
There's so many.
Just come back and watch.
That's right. Come back and watch. We've got a lot more going on starting tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Pacific time. But to all of you out there who watched us here tonight and watched the PlayStation E3 showcase, whether you were in your home, on your phone, or in a theater, somewhere in the United States, Latin America, or Canada, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Da Sony, 1 hora e 45 minutos de conferência também, a exemplo da Microsoft. Cenas dos trailers mostrados. Jogos muito bons, realmente, ricos em ambientação, grafismo, mecânicas e combates. Porém, galera, aí esperava um pouco mais da conferência da Sony. Realmente foi tirando as revelações, como Resident Evil Remake 2, Neon 2 também, multiplataforma, tirando essas grandes, porém revelações na conferência da Sony. Esperava um pouco mais de alguns jogos. Eu tinha mais expectativa para a conferência da Microsoft, para ser sincero, não escondi isso. A Microsoft tinha algo mais a mostrar. Sony, bacana, conferência e jogos realmente muito bonitos, mas já dentro do que se espera dela, até por isso eu não... Apesar de não ter ficado tão satisfeito com essa conferência da Sony, eu não esperava muito dela mesmo. Da Microsoft foi mais direta. Teve algo a mais para anunciar, digamos assim. A Sony é o feijão com arroz dela de sempre, a zona de conforto na qual ela se encontra realmente. nessa geração. O sucesso que o PlayStation 4 vem fazendo. Tá aí os registros dos devidos jogos que tivemos na conferência da Sony. Vamos deixando ao longo dos dias, galera. A conferência da Nintendo vai estar para acontecer amanhã também. Já confirmo o horário. Tem também os nossos vídeos aqui no canal, onde vamos conversar sobre as conferências, o que achamos. Por enquanto, agradecemos a todos que acompanhou conosco aí, que nos acompanharam nessa empreitada de E3 com a conferência da Microsoft ontem, a conferência da Sony hoje, chegando ao fim. Como eu mencionei, eu esperava um pouco mais, mas não chego a estar decepcionado. Mas a Sony poderia ter feito uma E3 melhor. A da Microsoft eu até gostei um pouco mais. E vamos aguardar para a da Nintendo amanhã. Um grande abraço a todos vocês, galera. Obrigado por estarem conosco aí durante essa transmissão. E nos vemos na E3 da Nintendo amanhã. A Nintendo que costuma tirar o coelho da cartola toda E3 na qual ela participa, até pelo fato dela ser a última a se apresentar. E é isso aí. Grande abraço, galera. Até a próxima. Fui!